So, hi all, welcome back to Ego, the skill provider. This is a platform for spoken English and written communication. And basically, this platform is only for Oriya medium educated students. So, first of all, I welcome everybody to the platform. So, before I can start anything, let me tell you, you might be thinking like how it is possible. 90 days, if I'm not able to speak English, how exactly I can speak English? जोटा ମୁଁ ଏତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କରିପାରିନି how it is possible, how exactly I can speak English, what is the speciality of this course, how it is going to create miracle in my life, whether it is possible or it is a marketing gimmicks only. ଆପଣ କେବଳ marketing କରି କହୁଛନ୍ତି it's 90 days possible or really it is possible. Let me tell you, this next 45 to 1 hour is going to change the course of your life. If you are seriously interested to improve your communication skill, I'm sure you can do it. So today I am here to describe something, how to master spoken English. How to master spoken English. तो आपण माने समस्त मो सहित जोड़ी होकर रही, right? And this platform is not it's based out in Bhubaneswar. तो भुवनेश्वर आम रिले कर एवरीथिंग, द क्लास गोज लाइव फ्रॉम भुवनेश्वर, द कैपिटल सिटी ऑफ ओडिशा. तो ऑब्वियसली गोटे ओडिया मीडियम पिला मानन पई दिस इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट थिंग्स यू कैन शे. तो वंस यू गो फर्दर आपण निश्चय जानि परिबे काहे कि मो ए कथा कहूची. तो फर्स्ट आई हैव विभूति सर, श्वेता सर, श्वेता मैम and Gopal sir, Prasant sir, a lot of people are before me right now. So what exactly I know that you guys are not able to speak English because of four different factors. One is something called lack of confidence. Whenever you are trying to speak English, apno confidence paune. I'm sure that is happening to you. And the second thing is that you don't have a lot of vocabs. Apno अनेक गुडे जिंस vocabs. Vocabs माने vocabulary, word power. ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ particular situation को express करिया पई ଆପଣ पाखरे vocabulary नाही. This is the second things. And the third thing is that you guys are not able to speak English because of the fact that why? Because you don't know how to make a sentence. What a sentence se kemti tiyari karibe, that also you don't know. This is the third thing. And the fourth thing is called lack of practice. ଆପଣ practice କରି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି because you are not getting the suitable mind people that surrounding you. ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, the situation is that nobody is eager to speak to you in English. ଯୋଉମାନେ ବି ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ପାଇଁ interested ଅଛନ୍ତି. And remember, today I'm going to discuss how exactly you can overcome these four parameters. प्रथम कथा हला आपण confidence पाउनी. Let me tell you little bit in Odia so आपण relate करि परिबे, because I speak English it is not going to make any sense most of the time. तो आमे जेतला 10-15 दिन आपण ट्रेनिंग हला परे I'm sure you can speak English, I can also speak English, but for the time being I want to make it a 50-50% so that you can easily understand, आपण माने बुझी परिबे what exactly I'm going to tell. तो फर्स्ट कथा हला आपनकर कॉन्फिडेंस पाउनी इंग्लिश कहया पे, even though you have been learning it a second language for more than 15 years, आपण graduate, whatever the things I can tell, आपण जो माने मो आगे अछंती almost everybody has graduate, you are doing a job or you are a, I mean, you know, you are guy, you are doing a suitable job for your life, everything you are doing. But if आपण spoken English आपसे, you are little bit nervous, आपण इंग्लिश कहि पारना. This is the first things. The second thing is that English कहया पई we are supposed to make meaningful sentence. ଗୋଟେ sentence କେମିତି meaningful କରାଯିବ ସେଇଟା ବି ଆପଣ ଠିକ ସମୟରେ ଜାଣି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି. And the third thing is vocabs. तो vocabulary is also a problem for you. କାହିଁକି ନା କେତେ ଗୁଡେ word ଆପଣ କହୁଥିବେ ଏମିତି, most of the thing I also spoke to you. ଆପଣ କୁହନ୍ତି sir ଗୋଟେ ଠିକ ସମୟରେ I fumble, ମାନେ word ଗୁଡାକ ମୋ ମୁଣ୍ଡକୁ ଆସୁନି. So that is something called fumbling because you are not getting the suitable vocabulary most of the time. And the fourth is called practice. ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି spoken English is not a subject, it is a skill. It is a skill actually. ଏଇ ଇଂଲିଶ ଟା ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ ହେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ you need to do a lot of practice. You know, cooking is a practice, driving is a practice, swimming you need practice. These are called skills. Exactly, spoken English is a skill actually. So how to master it? I'm going to share 45 minutes video for you guys. I'm sure it is going to help you to improve your communication skill. Then I'm sure you are going to improve it. So first of all, ये जो चारिटा जिनिस कहली, is there any other things you guys are facing? Can you just come forward and tell me आपण माने कहि परिबे कि जो चारिटा जिंस कहली जे नर्वस फील करंती and most of the time आपण sentence structure जानु नाहंती कोठे केमती यूज करिवे and the third thing is that आपण सेति vocabulary नाही word power सेति कि नाही आउ आपण प्रैक्टिस करि पर नाहंती काई ना आपण एनवायरनमेंट आपण जो परिवेश रहउछंती समस्त ओडिया कहउछंती तो समस्त तो ओडिया कहउछन आपण ओडिया कहय पे बाध्य होबे तो ए चारिटा जिंस जोगो आपण इंग्लिश ता बा स्पोकन इंग्लिश ता आपण फ्लुएंसी पाई पर नाहंती you may speak आपण माने को भितर lot of people are trying to speak English but not fluently you are not getting that kind of words so एटा आपको छाडी देला is there any other reason are there आपण माने किछ कहबे कि गोपाल सर श्वेता मैम और विभूति सर प्रशांत सर एवरीबॉडी तो आउ किछ एक्स्ट्रा जिंस अछि कि ना दिस इज द फोर थिंग्स फाइट गोपाल सर सेम थिंग्स absolutely गोपाल सर okay विभूति सर प्रशांत सर एवरीबॉडी शिवा सर एवरीबॉडी these are the four things right देखंतु right now I am going to share अपन टिके म्यूट कर दियंतु so that you can listen correctly so let me tell you I am going to share the secrets how to master spoken English so our topic for today how to master spoken English how to master spoken English and this is the topic for today my dear friends today I'm here to describe how to master it with minimal effort you are not going to do a lot of effort is it requires a lot of time no 1 hour is enough for you guys to master this spoken English and how much time require 90 days within 90 days I'm repeating it because it's in record in the I'll just put in the Facebook or WhatsApp group आपन को एटा शेयर भी करा जिवो I am with that much of things I'm going to tell you you are going to master spoken English within 90 days and it is very much possible my friends okay so first of all try to understand what are the problems you are facing jodi ame jemti you are going to a doctor the doctor is probing he is asking a lot of probing questions just like suppose I have a problem in my stomach so whenever I am going to or I have a stomach disorder or anything like that whenever I consult a doctor the doctor mate se samar kon karanti is going to ask a lot of probing question like apon kon खाइथिले के समय खाइथिले बाहर किछ खाद्य like no because these are called probing questions Lord, so let me ask you some probing questions like no if you know the symptoms you can easily give the answer I mean you can give easily the I mean solution तो हम symptoms कौन होची आपण माने समस्त भाबंती spoken English is equal to written English which is absolutely not okay the first one is what you think spoken English equal to written English which is absolutely not this is the biggest problems my friends आपण माने कहउछन ठीक अछि मु तो इंग्लिश पढी के आछि लेट मी टेल यू माय फ्रेंड्स आपण माने जहां भी स्कूल कॉलेज रे आज पर्यंत पढी छंती स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 4th स्टैंडर्ड आई बिलीव ओरिया मीडियम माने 4th स्टैंडर्ड रो आपण आगु स्टार्ट करथिले मे बी स्टैंडर्ड 3rd तो स्टैंडर्ड 3 और स्टैंडर्ड 4th रो आपण जो स्टार्ट करथिले आज पर्यंत आपण जहां भी पढी छंती दैट इज कन्फाइंड टू रिटेन स्पोकन आपनकर पढाई and you always feel तो मते तो इंग्लिश जणा अछि मु काई कहि परबिनी because you are learning something called written English you have never learned something called spoken English the spoken English and written English are not equal they are not equal okay they are not equal in reality I'm going to tell you that it is not required right so spoken English is not necessarily equal to written English or written English not necessarily equal to spoken English a concept आपण भूली जानते okay the second one is called grammar is essential grammar is essential for spoken English so that is another misconception that is always there in your mind my friends तो आपण भाबंती कोन मु इंग्लिश कहि परनी एथि पई परहाप्स मु अनेक गुडी ग्रामर जानिनी मते ग्रामर जने हाई स्कूल ग्रामर मु भूली गलेनी तो सेथि पई हुए तो मु इंग्लिश कहि परनी दैट्स कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग that is completely ill founded my friends grammar is not essential it is not essential Without grammar, you can speak English non-stop. It's my promise to everybody. Without knowing grammar, upon the grammar jani nahanti, then it is perhaps the best things. And I am not here to teach you grammar because we are taking two classes. One is called spoken English class, other is called written English class. For written and spoken, we have two different batches. जोटा spoken English सेटा हमें written English पढ़ू ना and spoken English written entirely different. The approach is entirely different, just like veg and non-veg. Okay, ଯେମିତି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ veg hotel ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି non-veg hotel ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, obviously the approach way you know have this food is entirely different. Exactly, spoken and written data अलगा. So grammar is essential for written English. That's for 100%. ଯଦି ଆପଣ written English ଟାକୁ strong କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହିଁବେ, you are supposed to know a lot of grammar. But for spoken English, you don't need grammar. Okay, and the third thing is that you rely most on translation process. So what exactly you do, my friends? ଆପଣ ମାନେ କିଛି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଭାବନ୍ତି ଆଉ ତାକୁ translation କରି କୁହନ୍ତି, and you feel that is called spoken English, which is absolutely not. ଆପଣ translation କରିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ. Without doing translation, you can speak English non-stop. Is it possible? Absolutely, my friend. Because I'm on record. ମୁଁ record ରେ ଅଛି. And I'm telling you, my friends, if you really believe if you believe me, if you trust me, without the three things, you can speak English. Grammar is not essential. Grammar দরকার নাই. Without learning grammar, you can speak English. And translation process you are relying on, which is not required also. Without doing translation, you can speak English, right? So these are two stumbling blocks. आपन माइंड रे गोटे रही जाइछि, and most of the people think like this also. जे मु बहुत गुरुदे ग्रामर जाननी से इंग्लिश कहि पाउनी, not required. And the second thing is called the translation. आपण एबे जो translation process रे करूछंती, तो translation करी कहउछन समस्त everybody, those are before me, be it Gopal sir, Vibhuti sir, Prashant sir, Shiva sir, and Shwetamam, everybody who are before me right now, you are trying to speak English. Whenever you are trying to do a lot of translation, आपण दीटा process काम करूची. One is called your back end, other is called front end. Your front end is called mouth and back end हैला आपनकर brain. तो आपण किछि भाबंती ओडिया रे ताकू translation करंती, आपण इंग्लिश कहंती. Is it possible? Is it the foolproof method? Absolutely not. देखंतु lagging time हे जाउछ. आपण किछि भाबिबे, suppose आपण मते कहिया पय को चाहुचंदी, सर मु काली क्लास अटेंड करि परिबिनी, आ मते टे रेकॉर्डिंग पठे देबे. धरंतु आपण गोटे रजिस्टर्ड कस्टमर हे गेले, आपण मते ए कथा कहिया पय चाहुचंती, तो आपण भाबिबे काली मु क्लास अटेंड करि परिबिनी, मु करि परिबिनी, ब भाबी अछि, तो एटा मते ट्रांसलेशन करिया अछि, आई शैल नॉट अटेंड द क्लास, or I cannot attend the class. कोटा हबो, modals लागिबो कि shall will लागिबो कि can लागिबो, एमती भितरे आपनकर you are losing your momentum. एमती भाबी भाबी आपन नर्वस हे जानती, and the person who is before you, से भाबे जे आकु किछि जणा नै, किंतु आपन को जणा अछि सर, किंतु आपन प्रोसेस भूल करजुंती. चाली न जानी बाटर दोष. आमे ओडिया रे कहउछन समस्ते जे आमे ठीक हेबे चाली परिबानी, आमे कहबे बाटर दोष. And let me tell you, my friends, spoken English is one of the easiest language in the foreign category, and it is a learnable skill. But our problem is that we don't know the right path, we don't know the right approach, we don't know the right technique. जोटा कि हमें भूल प्रोसेस रे, मु जंती आपन को कहबी, आपन को गोटे कंटा पिटिबार अछि. You have a wall clock, something like that. आपन गोटे like no, I'm hanging this particular things on the wall. तो मते गोटे कंटा पिटिबार अछि. तो मु हातुडे पिटिले हबो, मु गोटे करत नै कि जिबी हबोनी. इवन करतटा बहुत पैसा हे पारे, but it is not suitable. So let me tell you, my friend, suitable techniques are required to speak English. किंतु सैडली आपण कोन करंती, आज पर्यंत रिटन इंग्लिश रे जहा पढी पढी आसी छंती, लेट मी रिपीट इट, आज पर्यंत आपण लाइक नो प्रथमे आपण स्कूल लाइफ आपण सला अप टू 10th पर्यंत, +2 देन ग्रेजुएशन, जदि आपण केछि कोर्स करथिबे जे लाइक इंजीनियरिंग, एमबीए, एमसीए, ऑल द थिंग्स आपण जहा भी करि के आसीले सब रिटन इंग्लिश पढी के आसी, राइट? तो रिटन इंग्लिश पढी के आसीले से जो फार्मूला आपण जानि छंती, आपण स्पोकन इंग्लिश रे अप्लाई कर दउ छंती. आ आपण भाबुछंती सेटा काम करूनी, कोन पे केमती काम करियो? यू आस्क योरसेल्फ. आपण हेडेक होउची एंड आपण पेट खराब होइची बोली औषध खाउछंती, it is not going to help. There is a common sense, my friends. It's completely common sense. You guys are not able to speak English because you are applying all the formulas that you have learned in written English directly you are going to apply in spoken English. ଆପଣ ଯାହା ବି ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି written English ରେ ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ article ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି, noun ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି, pronoun ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି, lot of things you know, and ଆପଣ ସେଗୁଡା କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ଏଇଠିକି apply କରିଦଉଛନ୍ତି, and ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଇଂଲିଶ କେମିତି କହିପାରିବି? How can you speak, my friends? It's logic. You are defying the very, essence of logic. Logic କହୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଜାଣିକି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ apply କଲେ କେମିତି ହବ? So that is not possible. And believe me, my friends, spoken English is not equal to written English. Written English ରେ ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପଢୁଥିଲେ, you have a pen and paper, and you can take your time, you can think and you can write. You can think and you can write. Is it not possible in spoken English? ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଆଗରେ ମୁଁ ଅଛି. Suppose Gopal sir belongs to Chennai. Gopal Reddy sir belongs to Chennai. So he is my boss. He is trying to speak something. तो ମୁଁ କେମିତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଲେଖିକି ଦେଖେଇବି? It's not possible. I have to give prompt reply. Prompt reply ପାଇଁ spoken English ଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କର automated ହେବା ଦରକାର. ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ answer କହିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଆପଣ whatever the question ପଚାରିଲା ବେଳକୁ answer ଆସିବା ଦରକାର. That is called auto process. ଆପଣ ଯଦି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି because it is auto process. ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କିଛି ଭାବିବା ପାଇଁ ପଡୁନି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ because this is your mother tongue. But how to speak English just like a mother tongue? I am going to share the tricks. Okay. And grammar is not essential, my friends. Let me tell you, ଆପଣଙ୍କର spoken English career ଭିତରେ at Ego, the skill provider, I am not going to touch upon any subject that relates to grammar. And you can speak better English. Better English, my friends. Grammatically correct English କହିବେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ grammar ପଢା ଯିବନି. And the third thing is called translation. Translation କରିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ. Your mind becomes auto process. ଆପଣ mind auto process ହେଇଯିବ. And this is something called. So how to achieve these things? ଆପଣ ଭାବୁଥିବେ ଠିକ ଅଛି ସାର୍ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷ କହିସାରିଲାଣି, ଏଇଟା ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଲାଗିଥିବ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ, what I feel right now ଯେ yes that is a good idea. ତ ଆମେ ମାଷ୍ଟର ଗୋଟେ ସ୍ପୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ ଟାକୁ 3 ମାସ ଭିତରେ ଶିଖିଯିବୁ, ବଟ୍ ଏଇ ଷ୍ଟମ୍ବଲିଂ ବ୍ଲକ୍ ଅଛି, ଏଗୁଡା ସବୁ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଅଛି ତାକୁ, ବଟ୍ ହାଉ, what is the way? Let me share the ways. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କହୁଛି ଆମେ କେମିତି ଏଟାକୁ ଆଚିଭ କରିପାରିବା. This is just like a theory. Anybody can speak, but whenever I claim something, I should have the right approach, जोटा कि आपनको मन को छुईबा दरकार, because you are not layman. आपण छोट लोक पिला नुहंती जे I can give you lollipop and tell आपण इंग्लिश शिखि जिवे. No, this is not possible. You are not small students, not small kid. I can say, guys, you can come and learn, you can do, because I cannot fool you. I am supposed to give you the right approach, right path. That should be convincing. ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସେଇଟା convince କରିବା ଦରକାର. ହଁ ସାର୍ ଯାହା କହୁଛନ୍ତି exactly this is the problem of facing. So let me discuss some things how exactly you can achieve these things. ଆମେ ଚାହୁଁଛେ translation କରିବାନି, grammar ପଢିବାନି, written ରେ ଯାହା ପଢିଥିଲେ ସେଟାକୁ apply କରିବାନି, but how to speak, is it possible? ଏଇ ତିନିଟାକୁ ଛାଡିଦେଲେ ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆପଣ ଏଗୁଡା କରିକି ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି. You have been following this all through the days, all through the years. ୟାକୁ ଛାଡି ଦେଇକି ଆପଣ ଇଂଲିଶ ଶିଖିବେ କେମିତି? How it is possible? Let me share the story, man. Okay, so let me tell you, we are going to follow 4 different things. 4 different things I am going to teach you. The first one is called, okay, the first one is called structures. The second one is called collocation. The third one is called vocabulary. And the fourth one is called practice. These are the 4 different things I am going to teach you. तो आपण कहि सर बुझेई दियंतु. Yes, I am going to explain each and everything. And this is the fundamental, this is the how you can master spoken English. It's all about very simple, and anybody can do that within 90 days. It's not taking more than that also. So what is structure? Structures means ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, let me tell you, ମୁଁ କିଛି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହୁଛି, ଆପଣ ଆରାମ ସେ ବୁଝି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି, everybody you trying to understand it. କେମିତି ବୁଝିଲେ ଆପଣ? Because ମୁଁ ଯାହା କହୁଛି that is grammatically correct ଅଛି, ଆଉ situation based ଠିକ ରହୁଛି, and something called ଆପଣ ସେଟା ବୁଝି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି. ତ ମୁଁ meaningful sentence କହୁଛି, ଅର୍ଥବୋଧକ, ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହୁଛେ ଅର୍ଥବୋଧକ. ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ବିନା ଅର୍ଥରେ କହିଲେ ଆପଣ ବୁଝି ପାରିବେନି. So structures means how to make meaningful sentence. So it is going to teach you meaningful sentence, how to make meaningful sentence. प्रत्येक सिचुएशन रे whatever may be the situation, you are angry, you are calm, you are happy, you are sad, or whatever the situation, आपण प्रत्येक सिचुएशन रे गोटे सेंटेंस कहि परिबा दरकार, and that is something called structures. Okay, so I am going to give you 100 structures, even more than that. Okay, right now you might be thinking what is collocation. So collocation आपण हुए तो किछि सर माने कि मैडम सुनिथिबे, and most people don't know what is collocation. तो collocation कोन, how to rectify your mistake. ମୁଁ ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିଛି ଆମେ ଗ୍ରାମାର ପଢିବାନି, ତ ଗ୍ରାମାର ନ ପଢିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଟା ଠିକ ଅଛି ଭୁଲ ଅଛି ତେବେ ଜାଣିବେ କେମିତି? You are supposed to ask me that question. Very logical, very I mean it's a right question also. Sir ଆପଣ ତ ଗ୍ରାମାର ପଢିବେନି, ତାହେଲେ ଗୋଟେ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଟା ଠିକ ଅଛି ଭୁଲ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିବି କେମିତି? Yes, you can learn it using collocation. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଏବେ କିଛି collocation ବିଷୟରେ କହିବି. ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ବୁଝି ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ଟା. So this is called structures. ଆପଣ meaningful sentence କଲେ, sentence କଲା ପରେ then whether it is wrong or right, you can use collocation method to rectify your mistakes. And the third is called vocabulary. This is called word power. Okay, so there are so many words are there, it is just like a dictionary, it is just like a sea, and every year 3,000 more words are being added every year to the dictionary. But it's very impossible for you. ଆପଣ ଏତେ ଗୁଡେ word ଜାଣି କରିବେ କଣ? Not possible for you. But let me tell you, I am going to give you close to 600 different words that you can use your daily to daily life. ଆପଣ ସକାଳୁ ଉଠିଲା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ, whether you are a housewife, you are a teacher, you are an engineer, you are a doctor, you are a chartered accountant, you are a marketing fellow, you are a banker, whoever you are, it doesn't matter. Knowing 600 plus words is going to help you to speak English fluently. That's for sure. 100%. Nobody can stop you. And the next one is called practice. Already ମୁଁ କହିଦେଇଛି ଆପଣ spoken English is a skill. It's not a subject. ଆପଣ କହିବେ ସାର୍ subject and skill ଭିତରେ ଟିକେ difference ଦେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ example ଦେବି. ତ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ a plus b ର whole square ପଢିଛନ୍ତି. It's a very common algebraic equation. a plus b ର whole square a square b square 2ab, ବା ଆପଣ sin theta cos theta ବିଷୟରେ ପଢିଛନ୍ତି. ମତେ ଆପଣ କହିପାରିବେ ସେ a plus b ର whole square ଖାଲି ପାଠକୁ ଛାଡିଦେଲେ ଆଉ କୋଉ କୋଉଠି ଆପଣ ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କରିଛନ୍ତି? ଫରଗେଟ୍, ସପୋଜ ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଏ ଟିଚର ସାର୍, ମତେ ଡେଲି ଦରକାର. नो, ମୁଁ ପାଠ କଥା ଛାଡି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. ଆପଣ ଦୈନନ୍ଦିନ ଜୀବନରେ you are coming out of the classroom, ବାହାରକୁ ଆସିଗଲେ, ଆପଣ ମାର୍କେଟ ଗଲେ, ଆପଣ କୋଉଠି ୟୁଜ କରୁଛନ୍ତି a plus b ର whole square? No here. ତ a plus b ର whole square is something called a subject. କିନ୍ତୁ ସ୍କିଲ୍ କଣ? ଆପଣ କାଉଣ୍ଟିଂ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 all the things. ଆପଣ ସବୁ ମାନେ ପଣିକିଆ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଟେବଲ, ତ ସେଟା କେବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର କାମରେ ଲାଗୁଛି? ଆପଣ କାଲକୁଲେଟ କରିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ କାହାକୁ ମନି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଆଣୁଛନ୍ତି, so minus plus all the things, this is called skill. ଡ୍ରାଇଭିଂ କରିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି, ସ୍କିଲ୍. ରୋଷେଇ କରି ଜାଣୁଛନ୍ତି, ସ୍କିଲ୍. you know how to fit a fan, skill. so everything called a skill that is going to give a livelihood. but subject ମାନେ କଣ? ଯୋଉଟା କେବଳ ମାର୍କ ପାଇବା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣ ଖାଲି ପଢିଥିଲେ, ତା ଜୀବନରେ ଆଉ କେତେବେଳେ ୟୁଜ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି. tell me, sin square theta cos square theta equal to 1, tan square theta ଏ କୋଉଠି ଦରକାର ପଡୁଛନ୍ତି? where exactly you are using? unless until you are a research scholar. ଯଦି ଆପଣ ନାସା, ଇସ୍ରୋ ଏଇଭଳିଆ ଜାଗାରେ ଜବ୍ କରିବେ, obviously this is scientific mathematical equation is going to help you. parabolic equation, Bernoulli's principle, ଏଇଟା ଆମେ ଖାଲି ପାଠରେ ପଢି 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 ତାକୁ ଆସିଗଲେ, ବଟ୍ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଦୈନନ୍ଦିନ ଜୀବନରେ କୋଉଠି ୟୁଜ କଲେନି. but let me tell you my friends, spoken English is skill. ଆପଣ ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ରୁ ଇଭିନିଂ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଯୋଉଠିକି ଯିବେ ତାକୁ ସ୍ପୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରିବେ. I can guarantee you that you are going to use it anywhere, everywhere. So we are going to learn spoken English as a skill. So to master a skill, you have to do it frequently. ଯେକୌଣସି ସ୍କିଲ୍ ଆପଣ ଶିଖନ୍ତି, ସପୋଜ you are trying to learn driving, ତ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ ଡ୍ରାଇଭିଂ ହେଇଯାଏ? because you have to run it, you have to run that vehicle for more than 1 time, 3 times, 4 times, then you master it. ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଆଗରେ ଇଂଲିଶ କହୁଛି, do you think that it takes 1 or 2 days? No, it takes years of research, it takes years of practice, it takes years of perseverance, it takes years of hard work to master something. Exactly same thing. जे डांस ଶିଖୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ଦିନରେ ହେଇଯାଉଛି, acting ଶିଖୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ଦିନରେ ହେଇଯାଉଛି? No, it takes years of practice, lot of struggling days, So that is something called skill. The skill ପାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କଣ କରିବାର ଅଛି? You have to do a lot of practice, and I'll tell you how to do a lot of practice. I am going to give you 100 hours, I mean practice session. You are going to practice with me how exactly you can speak English. So this is the four things I am going to teach you. The first କଥା ହେଲା how to make a sentence. ଆପଣ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ situation ରେ କେମିତି ଗୋଟେ sentence କରିବେ. Whether it is modals, you can use modals to make sentence. Whether it is normal sentence, how to make sentence. So जे कौनसी जगह रे आपण गोटे माने meaningful sentence करिया दरकार. And collocation, it is I'm going to discuss a little bit collocation. या पर आलोचना करिया. Rectifying a mistake, आपण निज mistake टा निजे जानि परिबे. That is called collocation. तो केमिति जानि परिबे मु आपण कहबी एबे. Vocabulary, ମୁଁ କହିଛି already vocabulary ନଥିଲେ ଆପଣ ଜାଣି ପାରିବେନି. Suppose ଆପଣ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି you are doing like this. Suppose sometimes everybody just look at me. Look, sometimes whenever we have a problems here, this is called my finger and this is called knuckle. This is called knuckle, K-N-U-C-K-L-E, knuckle, and I'm doing like that. This is called I'm cracking the knuckle. So this is called spoken English. जे कौन सिचुएशन रे if I'm telling, hey, what are you doing? Oh my god, I'm doing cracking my knuckles. Just crack my knuckle. You are telling your friends, relatives, everybody. Mama कहती like no ଟିକେ अंगूठा फुटेई दियंतु like no, this is called, or you are going to a a parlor, right? You are trying to do like this. This is called, you know, a lot of words are there. So अपन जे कौन सिचुएशन को जे कौन सी forget about each and everything, जे कौन सिचुएशन को अपन इंग्लिश रे एक्सप्रेस करि परिबे. That's very much possible. It's not about written English, my friends. It is spoken English, and you requires a lot of body language to express it. And I'm going to give you that. Okay. So practice session is required, vocabulary is required, collocation is required, structure is required. এই চারিটা ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ लगभग 3 ମାସ ଭିତରେ ଆମେ ଶିଖିବା. Okay. So right now, this is the things. तो आपण कहबे, is there any techniques is there? Yes, there are 4 different techniques जोटा आपण देखि पारुथिए मध्य. One is called, ame charita technique use kariba. There are 4 different techniques I am going to apply, and all are indigenous. केवल ओडिया medium educated student मान पे हेटा तैयारी हिच. Try to understand. I'm not curated this particular things for Hindi and other things. ओडिया medium छुआ माने केमती English कहि परिबे like you and me, that has been designed. One is called SBL. अपन देखिथिबे जो आड रे अपन आस्थिले अपन निश्चय देखिथिबे. That is called situation based learning. What is situation based learning? अपन जे कौन situation रे केमते इंग्लिश कहि परिबे. How to make a sentence as per the situation. That is called situation based learning. जे कौन सी जिंस पढिबा हमें एटा को अप्लाई करिबा. Whether it is modals, or it is something called direct speech, something called passive, active, anything. अपन जहाँ भी पढिबे, जे कौन situation पढिबे, we are going to apply SPL technique, not grammar. It is SPL technique. Other is called LETA. Learn English through action. Learn English through action. This is called learn English. Then to आपन कहली I have done a that like that. I do like this. What I call this is, I call it crack the knuckle. तो अपन गोटे जिंस जानले, हाँ, this is called cracking the knuckle. हमें अंगूठी फुटेया पे आपको इंग्लिश रे कहजे crack the knuckle. Sometimes you are looking like that, like this. You are peeping into something. So like that, I am going to give you close to 300 or 400 situations where I'm going to give you some actions and I'll teach you what exactly you can do. Sometimes you are doing like this. A person is sitting, you are doing like this. What you are doing? This is something called a different things. You are peeping into something. So there are close to 200 situation or 300 situation I am going to give you, and you are going to learn English through action. किछि word मध्य आपण action माध्यम रे सिखि परिबे. And the third one is called something called NAVA. This is for vocabulary building up. It आपण vocabulary building up ପାଇଁ help करिवो. And the fourth one is called, okay, SBL technique, LETA, NAVA, and the last and the list is called IDM. This is called image, description, method. मु आपन गोटे इमेज देखैबी आई शो एन इमेज एंड इमेज को देखि कि आपन कहबे ताको केमते डिस्क्राइब करबी या द्वारा कोन हो आपन जे कोनसी गोटे सिचुएशन देखले डिस्क्राइब करि परिबी आपन देखुथिबे गोटे टीवी रे देयर इज अ जर्नलिस्ट से जहां देखुची माने एनडीटीवी हो टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया हो आपन देखुथिबे जहां भी जर्नलिस्ट देखुची ता कहि पड़छ केमती यूजिंग दिस आईडीएम प्रोसेस and I'm going to give you that. So there are 4 different techniques we are going to use: SBL technique, Letta, Nava, and IDM. And this is exclusively designed for Oriya medium educated students. Okay. The next one I'm going to tell you something called collocation. Collocation ta kon tike mu kahi debi, then I'll take your questions. Apanଙ୍କର jaha questions I'm going to take it. What is collocation? Collocation to bujhaya pai I have 1000 lessons. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ 1000 लेसन देबी इज इट लिटरली पॉसिबल यस लुक आमे कोर्स टा रखिछन 3 मास आपनको हम एग्जीक्यूटिव कहिथिबे तो एटा 3 मासिया कोर्स किंतु जेते पर्यंत आपण कॉन्फिडेंट नाहंती यू कैन कंटिन्यू विथ अस इवन मोर देन 1 ईयर एंड विदाउट पेइंग एनी एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज आपनकर जेति के अनुबंधित जेति के हमको कोर्स फी देबा कथा ताठो आपण 1 रुपी यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू गिव अस and believe me my friends अपन जो group रे join करिवे there are a lot of people close to 300 400 students are there with me but they are only attending the class their courses are over but seman fluency पाया पई हमें ताको रखिछु and we are not going to remove you also you suppose सेता मैडम like join कले आजी तांकर 3 मास रे इंग्लिश हेई पारलानी से चाहिबे आउ टिके फ्लुएंट होबा पई yes he can stay केते दिन रहि पेरी as long as she wishes तांको ऊपर निर्भर करे because we are not going to log out anybody we are not going to throw anybody out of our platform eta मन रखिथांतो it's on record मु आपन को record रे जहां पे कहूची okay तो मु हमें कोनसी माने whether it's madam or sir we are not going to throw you out आपन जतले feel करिवे now right now I got the platform I am able to speak you can leave we cannot do anything but as long as my request and suggestion and promise to you all that jette porjanto apon english sikhinanti am saito ruhuntu and try to speak english always think this is my last chance in my life to speak english apon emti bhabantu eta hoch more last chance apor mu kounsi platform re mane join karibini au mu ethi english kahi ke jibi and I am here to guide you my friends so this is called ame kichi mu collocation bisare koi douchi apon gote छोटे word lekhuchi mu dekhantu gote sentence mu lekhuchi I did a mistake I did a mistake गोटे सेंटेंस मु लिखली आई एम श्योर एटा आपन ठीक लागुतो हम गोटे मिस्टेक करली डू माने करिबा तो डिड माने पास्ट टेंस के आई डिड ए मिस्टेक राइट बट दिस इज अ रॉन्ग सेंटेंस आपन को सर काई रॉन्ग हला एटा आपन केमित जानले आपन ट्रांसलेशन करले आई डिड ए मिस्टेक and close to 99% people in Odisha they'll call this is correct but let me tell you they are wrong they don't know English ma'am they don't know English a right answer hochi I made a mistake this is correct acha it made kai hela mistake saito did kai hela ni this is called collocation apon collocation podla pare apon jani pari just I saw a dream last night काली राति रे मु गोटे स्वप्न देखिली एटा आराम से आपन ठीक लागुची सी माने देखिबा सी सॉ सीन तो सॉ माने पास्ट टेंस हे गला मु देखिली बट दिस इज रॉन्ग I had a dream last night this is correct and how I got it collocation तो आपन कहबे सर एटा केमति बुझाई दोंतु कि देखंतु आपन जे कोनसी जिंस देखंती आखिरे देखंती राइट किंतु स्वप्न आपन को आखिरे देखंती नो आपन माइंड रे देखंती so how can you use the word saw you have to say I had plus dream called collocation mu bujhebi आपन को because it takes 1000 lessons 1000 hours if you are staying with me for one more than and you'll be super fluent and believe me you are trying to speak English something called this is called collocation means it is called natural English तो ये सब जिनस कला परे if you are going to do follow all the things you are going to get 4 benefit चारिटा बेनिफिट आपण पाइबे से बेनिफिट ता कोन म आपण कहि दोछि there are 4 benefits you are going to get प्रथम बेनिफिट हला कोन okay so this is called 4 dimensional approach आपण देखुचंती this is a 4 dimensional approach गोटे है एरर फ्री इंग्लिश आपण कहि परिबे आपण एरर फ्री इंग्लिश कहि परिबे आपनकर कोनोसी जगह रे भूल होबनियो दैट आई कैन गारंटी फर्स्ट कथा ला एरर फ्री इंग्लिश चारिटा बेनिफिट पाइबे आपण फर्स्ट थिंग इज एरर फ्री इंग्लिश द सेकंड थिंग इज दैट यू कैन से इंग्लिश कॉन्फिडेंटली आपण जहां कहबे पूरा कॉन्फिडेंट इंग्लिश कहबे यू शुड नॉट हैव एनी रिमोर्स डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम्स आपण जो कहउनांती मो कॉन्फिडेंस पाउनी सर हाउ कैन आई स्पीक व्हेनेवर आई सी पीपल माय कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल गोज डाउन सो एक्जेक्टली हाउ विल गेट इट बाय लर्निंग समथिंग ए दीटा जिंस पाइबे आपण एंड थर्ड थिंग इज कॉल्ड फ्लुएंटली आपण इंग्लिश फ्लुएंटली कहबे आपण को फ्लुएंट आसी जिवो फ्लुएंस हे जिवो फ्लुएंसी आपण को आसी जिवो ओके यू विल बी वेरी फ्लुएंट व्हेन वी आर ट्राइंग टू स्पीक इंग्लिश एंड द फोर्थ वन इज कॉल्ड नेचुरल इंग्लिश what is called natural english called the way like no आपण जर ट्रांसलेशन करंती जेंति मु आपण गोटे छोटे एग्जांपल देबी आपण जानथिबे तो मैंगो सीजन आसी गलानी लाइक मैंगो टाको आपण एबे खाइबे तार जो फ्लेवर अछि ताको 5 मास पर ताको स्टोरेज रे रखी खाइले तार फ्लेवर न थाय तो सेमते आपण ट्रांसलेशन जतले करंती ओडिया टू इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन तो इंग्लिश रे फ्लेवर नष्ट होई जाय but without doing translation mu charita process कहली आपण इंग्लिश कहबे दैट इज कॉल्ड नेचुरल इंग्लिश एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड नेटिव स्पीकर ती प्रकार इंग्लिश को हमें पूरा नहीं छंती पूरा वर्ल्ड रे look close to 95% people speak english and that's why english is called the lingua franca of the world but american english and british english we are going to follow हमें इठ जो इंग्लिश फॉलो करिबा we are not going to follow indian english we are going to follow american english british english तो british और american english रे जेंति लोक माने कहंती that is called natural english आपण सेमती इंग्लिश कहि परबी so four benefit will get error free english आपनकर जीवन में केतले भूल गोटे कहबेनी सेकंड थिंग आपण कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ जिवो व्हाटएवर यू से यू कैन स्पीक कॉन्फिडेंटली एंड फ्लुएंटली आपण जहां भी कहबे फ्लुएंस आसी जिवो आपण जो को सर मो टिके फ्लुएंट इंग्लिश कहया पे चाहूती यू कैन स्पीक इंग्लिश फ्लुएंटली एंड द फोर्थ वन इज कॉल्ड नेचुरल इंग्लिश you can speak english naturally so four kind of benefits you will get it right now over to you you can ask me any questions I am ready to answer it मु भाबुची आपण को जो जति कि मु कहिली आपण को जहां भी डाउट अछि से क्लियर हो जाय जदि किछि एक्स्ट्रा डाउट अछि यू कैन आस्क मी आई एम हियर टू क्लियर इट एवरीबॉडी श्वेतमा स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम श्वेतमा आपण बुझी पाइली ना डू हैव एनी अदर फर्दर क्वेश्चन
हाँ सर बुझी पाइली माने कोई डाउट नहीं बट ट्राई तो करिया को पड़िबो ना सब दिन से अपन जेंति कहले कि
एब्सोल्युटली आई एम हियर टू गाइड यू मैम यस यस देखंतु जे कौन से गोटे स्किल शिखिबा में आपण तो टिके टाइम देबा पे पड़िबो सेटा देखंतु सेटा यू कैन नॉट नथिंग कैन सब्स्टिट्यूट द हार्ड वर्क जदि हमें गोटे जिंस करिबा जदि मैम मु देखंतु आज मो प्लेटफार्म टा बढ़ाइछि वंस अपन अ टाइम I was working with Byju's Learning App. I do have 15 long years experience with me. With like इस संस्था स्टार्ट कली ओडिसा रो पिला माने पढंतु केमति बोली ओडिसा रो भाई भौणी माने पढंतु बोली तो ऑब्वियसली आई पुट अ लॉट ऑफ इफेक्ट माय टीम इज पुटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ इफेक्ट तो ऑब्वियसली हमें टाइम दउ तो आपन के टाइम दबा पर दैट्स ओनली थिंग्स यू हैव टू सैक्रिफाइस एंड अदर थिंग्स यू कैन डू आई एम श्योर यू कैन स्पीक इंग्लिश ओके गोपाल सर किछि एक्स्ट्रा आपन करो क्वेश्चन अछि डू हैव एनी अदर फॉर द क्वेश्चन विभूति सर शिवा सर प्रशांत सर एवरीबॉडी किछि क्वेश्चन अछि पचारंतु गोपाल सर
ठीक अछि बुझु सर आज स्टार्टिंग दम
ओके विभूति सर
नहीं किछि प्रॉब्लम नहीं
बुझी पाइले सर एक्चुअली आपण केमति लागुछि एवरीबॉडी शिवा सर एंड प्रशांत सर शिवा सर कैन यू हियर मी आपण सुनि परछन मते प्रशांत
सर हमें माने निजे जे पर्यंत कहिने प्रैक्टिस करने से पर्यंत ही परिबो ना प्रैक्टिस केमति हम करिवो
तो प्रैक्टिस देखो सर मु आपण को आगो किछि सिखेबी ना सिखेला पर प्रैक्टिस दिया जिवो आपण को किछि जिंस सिखा जिवो तापर प्रैक्टिस करैबा तो आपण को किछि न सिखै कोन प्रैक्टिस करैबो आपण भाबंतु एमति फॉर एग्जांपल आपण जो क्वेश्चन ता पचारले शिवा सर दैट्स अ वेरी वैलिड क्वेश्चन तो आपण कहै त हमें कोन प्रैक्टिस करबा आपण को किछि जिंस सिखा जिवो जो जिंसडा मु कहिली तो इट्स अ मॉडल किछि मॉडल आपण को सिखेला परे आपण कोन करिवे ना आपण प्रैक्टिस करिवे एंड आई एम गोइंग टू गिव ए टॉपिक मु गोटे पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक देबी से टॉपिक ऊपर आपण डिस्कशन करबा आपण किछि कहिवे तो मु किछि कहिबी आपण रेक्टिफाई सर आपण एठी भूल करछन देन आई हैव टू रेक्टिफाई दैट तो रेक्टिफिकेशन हैपेंस देन आई हैव टू गिव द फीडबैक एवरीथिंग तो फीडबैक सिस्टम रहइबो रेक्टिफिकेशन रहइबो लाइक दे कैन स्पीक इंग्लिश आस्ते आस्ते एमती आस्ते आस्ते साइकिल चढ़ जुड़े ही गला साइकिल एमती हो राइट क्लियर प्रशांत सर everybody any further questions you have upon any further questions you have any further questions you can ask me right away
ନା ସେଟା କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ନାହିଁ ମୋତେ ସବୁ ବୁଝି ହଉଛି
fine तो जदि आपण माने इंटरेस्टेड अछंती दिस इज जस्ट लाइक ए डेमो क्लास और एठी मु आपन कहली एक्चुअली हम केमती पढेबा and be assured that you are going to speak English within 90 days it's not going to देखंतु जेंते मैडम कहउथिले सर हमें तो प्रैक्टिस ऑब्वियसली देखंतु आपण जदि आपण गाडू किछ करिवेनी तो देखंतु मु आपण को वेटा बतै देबी सर ए रास्ता रे जांतु आपण तो जिबा पय पड़िबो ना सेति कि आपण करिवे आउ मोर खाली रिक्वेस्ट हला इफ आई गोइंग टू जॉइन द प्लेटफॉर्म आपण प्रतिदिन जॉइन करिवे जदि जॉइन करि पारु नाहंती वी हैव दैट ऐप द ऐप आपण डाउनलोड करथिबे से ऐप रे आपण को एक्सेस मिलि जिवो से वीडियोटा देखिबे वीडियो देखिला परे जदि आपण को किछि प्रॉब्लम अछि यू कैन कॉल मी डायरेक्टली माय नंबर इज ऑलवेज देयर एंड यू कैन कॉल मी एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम एंड आई एम गोइंग टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन ओके सैटरडे संडे रे प्रतिदिन हमर 5 दिन क्लास होउची मंडे टू फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे सेटा होउची something called your rectification class आपनकर जहां भी गोटे वीक रो जहां प्रॉब्लम अछि तो आपण सेहि दिन मते पचारि परिबे so we can take a class you can come one to one you can call me off I can call you off so like that so आपण भाबंतु it is completely package it is a complete package जे actually ओडिसा रो भाई भौणी माने like no their brothers and sisters are there they can speak English how it is possible that we want to prove it हमें भी प्रूव कर दे चाहिए जे एक्चुअली दिस इज वेरी मच पॉसिबल इन ओडिसा व्हाई शुड आई गो फॉर दिल्ली मुंबई एंड अदर थिंग्स एंड ट्राई टू लर्न टू लैंग्वेज हिंदी रे से पढ़ेबे देन यू हैव टू डू ट्रांसलेशन अगेन हिंदी रु ओडिया ओडिया रु इंग्लिश सो बिकम्स वेरी क्लमजी आपन जहां प्रॉब्लम हो आई कैन टेल यू इन ओडिया दैट इंग्लिश दैट्स ऑल अदरवाइज कंप्लीट इंग्लिश वंस आफ्टर 15-20 डेज परे मु भाबु जे आपन ओडिया कहया पे पड़िबो यू आर ऑलवेज कैन टेल मी सर यू कैन स्पीक इन इंग्लिश आई कैन स्पीक इट डजंट मैटर राइट नाउ इट्स क्लियर टू एवरीबॉडी क्लियर
yes sir yes sir
Okay, so thank you and good day. I am sure that you guys are going to join with us. My colleague, Tapan Babu, is going to call you off, and please join with us. I'm sure we can do wonder. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
good night sir